Hey y'all, so this week's episode is a continuation of last week's episode, and so it's gonna have my girlfriend Athena on again. This week, or this half of the episode is a lot more sexual and a little bit more like spicy than the last episode. So if you guys don't want to hear that or don't care for that, just skip out on this episode. We had to bleep out a lot of the details, just because like it is a lot. So we bleeped those out. But if you guys want to hear the uncensored episode, subscribe to our Patreon. We have it. We'll post that on there. But yeah, next week should be the normal kind of schedule. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Peace.
That's what we talked about. Cause like when we had my girl and her, was it when her best friend Bella was on here too?
I think so.
Yeah.
We had the same thing about like, is height important? And it is, because like it makes you like have a sense of security and like feeling like,
it also makes me feel like more feminine.
yeah.
Like
Paulo walks around just like chest like puffed up.
well, like again, that's why like when we got like closer, I was like, okay.
Like, oh, I get to feel feminine.
Right, because like
Closer.
much closer.
Do we have to like beat around the bush?
Paulo.
Like,
I mean, it's up
when
to
he
you.
this
When he's
yeah, let's just fuck
when
it.
he did.
Absolutely disrespected, but
We're like, we're just trying to push a line to see where Paulo like breaks it. He's like, all right, like,
guys
and
need to
then
shut the
when
fuck
we're
up.
listening to the pod, just see what part he cuts out.
oh shit, he cuts everything out.
Like the podcast, like 10 minutes long.
or like you just see me like my mouth is like blurred out. I'm just going like
You're just going like this, like.
Bro,
I'm like, wait, what is that one?
dude, on those fucking cameras at work, you just see me like throughout the shift, like just like remembering things, like, and I just run up to Bella and I'm like, oh my god, I just remembered something. I just remember something, and I whisper in her ear, and she goes,
Damn, dog, what the fuck do you do?
shit. I guess I'm trying to be more open, but yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. We go.
I'll be back.
Let's just open up. Let's unpack this shit.
Are we? I mean,
It's up to y'all.
it's up to you.
Oh,
Okay. I mean, we've unpacked this before over FaceTime, and we saw how that.
But like
we saw how that worked out.
Let's start with an easy.
setting though.
yeah.
Let's start with an easy question then.
Okay.
Favorite position.
Oh damn, we're going there.
Oh, okay. Wait, my fault.
Easy. We'll start question by question. Very simple. We'll ease into it. Do you like doggy style? Has he ever eaten you out before? And how'd you rate it on a scale from 1 to 10?
Damn, 3 questions back to back to back.
Okay. So my favorite
Netflix or no Netflix on?
I don't really remember.
It's never really like mattered what's
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Lights
Sometimes-
on or off?
Usually off.
Yeah, like with some like lighting.
Well, so I can
Okay,
see what's
so
going
LED
on.
lights on
you,
for
you
sure.
Keep your fairy lights on, or not fairy lights. What are those?
My like LEDs or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm fucking weak,
What
bro.
are the what was playing on the TV the first time?
South Park.
It was South Park?
Is that why
I
you
think
put that
so.
on the form?
Did I?
Yeah, I said, what are your interests? And then you
I
said,
love South
Oh,
Park.
yeah, she loves South Park.
I've seen every single episode. Like I fucking love South Park. We've, while South Park was playing on multiple occasions.
Oh, you want to talk about like our first kiss?
Our first kid?
I know,
Oh,
we completely like dodged the.
I was like, I want to go somewhere wholesome.
okay.
Oh,
wait.
this isn't going
they're
wholesome, bro.
This isn't they're asking the question.
Okay, my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, ask what you want to ask. We'll answer.
Okay, for sure.
I'll say
say
with my
these.
chest.
And we're
funny.
yappers, so
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
probably end up saying the nitty gritty.
Okay.
The nitty
Let,
gritty.
we'll just like touch briefly on this, like the sexual part, because we have a lot more topics we want to get into. Let's just say favorite. No, see, I can't even say it. Soy, help me out, dog.
Soyo's over here. He's like, he's got the headphones on.
What you trying to ask? Dog?
Why did I dig myself in this hole, bro? And I'm like,
I'm being open right now, and y'all are fumbling right
Yeah,
now.
this
shit,
is your
you-
opportunity.
I gotta,
favorite position.
I'm
Go.
gonna channel my unhinged part.
For me, it's like whenever I make her, it's like
I'm saying dog right there.
whenever I'm like, I make, it's like, oh, now it's my turn. Now I get. And
Oh,
getting
you
into
telling
the
her what to
nitty-gritty.
do.
We don't need to know the script. We don't need to know the script.
No. You're asking for this.
You were asking
Paul's
for this,
got to
bro.
say with his chest. This is it.
He
So you
like
telling-
pulls out his fucking notepad for like his verses and stuff.
Y'all saying I'm too private, and now when I'm not being
You
private, y'all fold.
There's a balance.
Speak your
There's a
truth.
balance.
Speak your
motherfucker.
truth. No, speak your truth. Don't balance.
I can lead it if you want. I'm used to being open with it.
So he tells you what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's your like mindset going to? So you're like, I'm about to like just.
You're curious. It's
The way
She's like, ooh, I want to know.
it's because like
Good question.
let's see, like my mindset, like going into it, like what I'm gonna do to her.
Yeah.
What's your intro song?
Intro song. Oh shit. Bonfire.
Oh my god.
Childish Gambino
Yeah,
Bond.
bro. Nah, it's like when I'm going into it, it's like honestly, most of the time it's like, oh, we're really horny right now.
Yeah.
And then
The other night, he sped to my house the other night. Yeah, when I was saying like he came over super, like not the night where we just ended up sleeping, like when we were together that morning, the night before, it was like midnight and we were like, we're gonna be on FaceTime for like another like few hours. Like, why not be in person together? And then we started talking about like being horny and shit. And then he was like, no, like I have stuff to do. All right, let me go brush my teeth.
it took no convincing at all for me to be like, okay, I'll head over.
Like one person like I was like, oh my god, like I'm like gonna clear my bed off like right now, like as a joke.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess my answer would be like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I treat her so sweet, like, you know, in our relationship, and it's like, I'm very respectful to her. This is where I can like,
Where you let
Where
loose.
it's his time to shine.
yeah, well, this is where I don't have to like, I get to see like the other side of me come out, but in like a safe way, not or you know,
That is safe.
as safe as you can like, a safe headspace, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
You're hella rough, aren't you?
Why just say
Let's just say I was going to work and I was like saying to Bella, I was like, he's a fucking freak. He's a secret freak.
Yeah, yeah.
You got any kinks?
Kinks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We've had this conversation before.
I like a little bit. I like to, but she likes it.
I like
So she's like, it,
No
it
way you said
matches.
that. You're like, I like.
I like being the dominant one. I like being the one that like
Yeah. You know.
that like tells her what to do. I'm really into like just telling her what to do, and
Yeah.
then she does
Yeah.
what I say.
Yeah.
And that's just like, and it works well because she's into that. Like I've never had like a partner that matched me in that way.
Yeah, it's really nice too because he likes to follow the things that like I'm into. You know?
We didn't even really like discuss like kinks and stuff beforehand. We kind of just like did it and it worked out.
Well, after the very first time we did it,
Yeah.
then it's so fucking funny because again, he's so sweet and respectful. So it's like during it,
You're like you were
I'm
like it's like a werewolf. Like
no, literally.
I just turned into a whole
Like as
fucking
soon as
other
like his fucking like you take his boxes off, you just
He's
Bro.
just like, ugh.
hey, this is him. Starts growing taller. We're like, oh my gosh.
It's just fucking.
Well, it's so because the very first time we did it, okay. I feel like we can like talk about this part. So the very first time it happened, he came over, whatever, and like it was like our first time like actually being like physically like affectionate. We were like watching so many movies. I showed him A Quiet Place, like both parts.
You
Like,
never seen A Quiet Place, Paula?
Part 3's coming out this summer.
Oh shit.
I've only seen the first part.
It's a prequel.
I'm so fucking excited. But yeah, like we spent like the whole day like, just being lazy, like watching movies, whatever the fuck. And then it got to be like, 10, 11. And I was like, do you want to just like stay? Like I had no intentions of like doing anything with him. I was like, do you want to just like stay over? Cause like it's already late. Like we're going to FaceTime when you get home anyways. Like he was like, yeah, I'll stay over. And we were in my basement and like I have like a bed in my basement. And so like we swiveled the TV over to the bed. And again, no intentions. Like I thought we were going to go to bed fully clothed and just go to sleep. And then I was like
Me
kind
as
of
well. That was my impression.
yeah, but then as like more time went on, like right before we went to the bed, I was like, huh, like low-key like getting like a boner right now.
I'm getting a
Getting
girl
pretty
boner.
massive bone dog right now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, we went to the bed, whatever. And then again, this is like, we had been hanging out. Like he came over to my house at like what, like 3? It was like 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was late.
Like we had been hanging out for a long, with nothing happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, eventually I was like, okay, one of us has to, you know, say something. And I was like, you know, you can like, in this exact tone, I went, you know, you can like totally kiss me if you want. And before I can even finish my sentence, he just starts making out with me. And I was just like, oh shit, what the fuck? Where'd that come from?
Like I grabbed
He's like,
her
all right,
face.
shit, bet.
Like grabbed me by the face and just started making out with me. And then like we like fucked or whatever. And then I was just like, what the fuck? Like, where did that come from?
I was like waiting like for that boundary to be like set so I can be like, oh, okay, now I can
Yeah. Oh my God. And a few days before, we had taken the rice purity test together.
oh shit.
Because I was curious. Do you want me to give the numbers?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we took the rice purity test together. I was expecting him to be in like the 40s, maybe even like 60s.
Damn, Paulo comes
he's
up
at
as
0.
that pure. Following at 0, dog. We took that test, bro. Those questions to be at 0 is insane.
Yeah.
Literally, as long as you're at like at least like 3, like I'm not gonna judge, but like there's
Some
a
of
couple
them are
questions
crazy.
on
Have
there.
you taken that test, Oyo?
Oh no, we making Soya take that afterwards.
He gets a 99.
I'm gonna be at 99.
But we took it a few days before, and again, fully expecting him to be, because like mine's 14, and I was like, you know, nervous about telling him what mine was.
Yeah,
and
I
was-
asked you first.
We
and I
were
was-
going back and forth for like a minute.
You're like, no, you go. No, you
And
go.
then he goes 25, and I was like, the fuck? What do you like?
25.
You've never been like drunk before. You've never like done like drugs or whatever. So like, what do you mean 25? So then I was like went back to the questions and was like looking at these, like asking him like, you did this? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, so you're like a secret freak.
Like, oh, you a freak.
So then that was the point where I was like, okay, I can work with this.
Yeah, you were like, there's someone off. There's
Yeah.
someone
Wait,
off.
okay, now I have a question. If his rice purity was like, say, above 40, would that have just pushed you further away?
Well, that's what I was expecting, you know? Like,
Okay, so you already had like,
yeah. So then the fact that
so
like
it kind of like turned you on a little. Oh, shit.
exactly. I was just like, you know, again, I thought he was super innocent, and I was literally saying to him, I was like, wait, but like your body count is like way lower than mine, and like I don't have like a crazy high body count or anything, but I was like, yours is like lower than mine, and like you've only been in long-term relationships. Like that, in my mind, that says virgin pretty much. And he was like, a lot can happen in a 2-year long relationship, and I was like,
A 2-year long, like,
you got a point there.
because we've had that conversation before.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, I am really private because I feel like that side of me should only be like exclusive to select people. And once she was like, I realized, it's an appropriate side of me to show her. I was like, okay, now it's free game. Now I can show her.
Yeah, it was
that
like
other
he
side of
was
me.
like foaming at the mouth, waiting for me to say that he could kiss me.
Yeah.
Because the way that he like, I didn't even finish my sentence. I said, you know, you can like totally kiss me, and
then I just
like just
grabbed her.
immediate, no hesitation, like
Yeah.
started. Yeah,
And then
Fucking just,
yeah,
we had
yeah. And then it was so funny because, you know, like during it, it's like, you know, obvious what's happening during it, but then afterwards, he's like, "Do you like being called a?" I want to like make you feel good, and I'm like, how do you say that with like in the most innocent fucking tone I've ever heard of
it's
my
because
life?
like how I see it is like, for me and like Paula's perspective, we just want to make sure, like, because we know women go through a lot, especially, so like we're very gentle, and we like takes like it's not we're gentle, but we're like also mindful. That's what we are.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like we kind of when we come off like as respectful and stuff like that, it's because we take that approach rather than like
it almost made me more attracted to him because women enjoy the slow burn. So I was like, you know, it was like this, like I like him, but he's so respectful, and am I gonna get bored, like whatever the fuck. And then like I find out, like it was like slowly but surely I was finding out like more about him in that aspect, and I was like
oh shit,
like I'm intrigued, like I'm curious.
It's like a mystery box.
Yeah. But
And then you discovered the mystery that I'm a animal.
he's a horny freaky fuck.
Yeah. And not many people know that about me.
Girl, he fucks like an animal.
Literally the other day we were just talking about the things that we were like saying to each other.
And then yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
What's the
No, we touch base on that when
yeah,
the cameras are off.
yeah.
Okay.
Patreon content.
Paul's not like,
No.
No, not
No.
that kind.
No. I'm like curious. Is that like the question?
No.
Oh.
If we're down to do Patreon.
whoa,
I
damn.
thought that was a question. Okay.
So concerned.
You guys
So
will see
humble.
that on the bonus episode.
All right.
On the bonus
Anyways.
episode, $5 a month for the exclusive content.
At least, you know.
We just get hella like Patreoners, bro.
That's when we finally start getting.
You guys just
Start bringing it in.
Fuckers, fuck you.
We have like 60 Patreoners, but like 40 views on YouTube.
Yeah, we have more Patreoners. I'm
These
all like,
assholes.
what
More
the fuck?
Patreon subscribers.
Oh my god.
All right. Since you guys are in a new relationship, what do you think are going to be the biggest hurdles to get over? I know it's like kind of hard to think because like
It's not.
go ahead then.
Go ahead.
Well, again, like with like my doubts and like my past, you know, like I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Like past situations, I still get nervous. I say to him constantly, like, "Oh yeah, you could be a complete fucking psycho for all I know," and like just
And all
ready
of
to
this was
fuck
just
me.
a plot.
Yeah, and like you could be fully like the most like I've seen pathological liars like plan out how they're gonna lie, and like they're calculated.
That's
so
fucking
I'm just
scary,
like.
bro.
I know. Though there's people out there. Like, watch out. Like,
He's all like playing like, yeah, so I'm gonna take her to this podcast and then meet like two of my other best
yeah,
friends.
and then I'm gonna fucking kill her. Like, again, like it's literally like he could be a fucking psycho for all I know, and like
And
I can kind of get it.
what you mean by that, motherfucker?
No. I know it sounds bad.
Say it with
but,
your
like,
chest.
I know I have these intrusive thoughts too, where like
he's
it's
like,
kind
don't
of
fucking out me
comforting.
right now, and I'm.
You have these
so
intrusive thoughts that like after 20 years of like knowing Paulo, like he's gonna.
No, it's not just about
Oh,
Paul.
the
It's just,
fucker.
like, there's a sense of comfort in like anticipating the worst because it makes it hurt less if it actually
Oh
eventually
yeah,
happens.
it's definitely it's a defense mechanism.
But, like-
Yes.
But like with for my case, sometimes I'm like, what if Paul and Christian are actually just like they're really
you?
running this long going joke to just clown on me once like later down the line and just destroy me and just like ghost me completely.
What the fuck? I never think
I'm
about
like,
that
it'd be a
ever.
crazy thing to be like, what if this was all
I do
ongoing
the same
joke?
thing.
Like,
And
every
they're
time,
like,
like, me and
they're
Paulo
getting
talk-
off to emotionally manipulating me.
Every time me and Paulo talk on the phone, like we're just like, hey,
It's
bro,
just
so, like,
plotting.
you think it's that time? You're like, oh no, man, we're crossing the 20
Or like
year
he's
mark.
like she really thinks my body count is like that low. She really thinks that like I've been in long-term relationships. Like again, he could be fully lying for all I fucking know. Like
Whenever you say that, there's nothing I can respond with.
No, you really can't. And like honestly, the only thing that will take that defense mechanism away is like experience.
right,
and,
I'm
like,
still
more time.
here.
Exactly.
I'm still here.
You're like, fuck it. If it happens, it happens. It's for the plot.
It's gonna fucking suck if it does, but like whatever. Like
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that I can't like say or like do anything
like,
like
prove
in the
anything.
moment to prove anything. But it's just I just tell her like you're just gonna have to ask like the people who know me or just like
Yeah, it's
just
really
experience me.
yeah, it's really funny because I was a very big about like, you know, words of affirmation being my like, you know, love language. But then he would like start like giving that to me, and I was like, that really doesn't mean shit. Like, because in the past I've gotten like words of affirmation or whatever, and it literally meant nothing. Like it like showed like later that day even like that the actions didn't line up with the words of affirmation, you know?
Yeah, that's why we always say like there's words of affirmations, but what was it? It's like acts of
affirmations.
Yeah.
I told her about that.
Acts of affirmations.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's like the main hurdle if you'd like to add on.
Yeah, that was gonna be like basically the same thing.
How about for your like your hurdles that you feel like you're going to experience as you're going to this relationship?
My hurdles?
Yeah, like personal or like mental things that you have to work on. Because like she said that you're starting to, you know, learn to slowly come out of your shell and be more comfortable opening up about certain things that you're private about. Like maybe that's some of your hurdles, or is there anything other hurdles?
I mean, I don't really see that as a hurdle. I just kind of see it as something like
new
that I'm working on and like working towards. Plus, like I view it as like kind of like whatever my hurdles are is kind of like both of our hurdles.
It's
like,
your guys' hurdles
because we work through it together.
What she feels, you feel.
Yeah, it's like if there's a problem, like we try to solve it together.
Yeah. I've told him anytime that like something's come up and like been honest with him, and like I've given him the chance to run and he didn't. So
I've always like told her like I feel confident in my abilities to like handle stuff like that and to have like the space like emotionally to like hold these things that are heavy. And so it's just like having that confidence in myself that I'll be able to problem solve like things that come up.
That's true. And you also have like, it seems like both of you guys have like good support groups too.
Yeah,
like,
I pointed that out yesterday. Like I have that belief in myself and I have like a strong support system.
Yeah, I know that it's probably good for me when all my friends don't hate him.
Wow.
No, that's like a definitely, because me and Paul have talked about this too. It's a good sign because like as your partner, you have to, well, one, like when you're the significant other, like you earn the trust from like for Paulo, he earns the trust from your friends. But like Paulo in his turn, like your friends, they earn his respect, and how they earn his respect is how like good of a support group they are to you. Like what kind of influence and like do they help make you choose like the best decision that's like for yourself.
Yeah, I literally saw a TikTok the other day that was like, girl, if he was your soulmate, I don't think that like every single person close to you would hate him. So like, you know, like my mom really likes him. Like
that's a big one.
Yeah, like, and it was so funny because on Valentine's Day, I like, you know, we went inside to like, you know, bring in like, you know, like the candy and the flowers and stuff that he got me. And my mom was still home, and
that's when I met her.
She like sees like the sign that he made for me and like, you know, the stuff that he got for me, and she was like, the fuck? Because she's seen like how I've been treated like in the past, and she's just like, it's just very new to her. But then yesterday I was at like a work event that my mom was having, because, you know, she just like opened like her, you know, own office or whatever the fuck. So one of her good friends comes up to me and she's like, oh my God, I hear you have a new boyfriend. And I was like, my mom cannot keep her fucking mouth shut. Like, get the fuck out of my business. But yeah, like just everyone that I've like talked to about him has been like, you know, anytime that I've been like, dude, it's like weird. He's like treating me really well. Like, isn't that like weird? And they're like,
that's good.
Are you stupid? Like, like that's literally all you've been asking for. So yeah, like I take that as a good sign. So. Yeah. And again, the one thing that I've like kept in the back of my mind when it comes to men is if he likes you, he'll show you and he will tell you. He's not gonna like play this like fucking game with you and shit like that. He's going to make it clear to you when a guy because that's how guys are. Apparently.
Yeah. I've had this conversation with Paul before too, like when it comes to like talking to like in like when we were both experiencing like dating, we both kind of realized, like, you know what, boys like to play this game where they're like, oh, I can't like show all my cards immediately, you know, like, oh, I can't be like upfront and tell them that I like them already and stuff.
Right, because they like to keep them around.
Exactly. And like that's how boys are. But real men are upfront with their feelings and upfront with their intention because they realize they know what they want. They know that with what they get is like they want to build something with it. So like, why would you beat around the bush and waste time? Like, you'd rather be upfront with your emotions. If they're about it, they're about it. If they're not, then that's not the one for you. And that's kind of like the mindset like me and Paula have had like throughout like stuff like that. And it's kind of like we're done wasting time and shit like that. And like that's how like you kind of differentiate like girls and like women.
Period.
You're like, damn, that shit true as fuck.
Yeah.
Cause like it's so fucking like energy like draining and like trying to be like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, do they like me and stuff like
it's,
that.
like
it is
soul-crushing,
fun. Don't
like-
get me wrong, but after like a certain point, it's like, all right, let's just be upfront.
You kind of outgrow that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, like after like it just took one last person and I was like, dude, I'm fucking done. Like men don't feel, they don't like, they don't actually feel love for girls, like, you know, whatever. But then like he came in and I was just like, bro, really? I just figured out how to protect myself.
Rip
But-
them walls down, bro.
Rip them walls down.
Right, so you guys have been, you guys made it official last night, and you were talking about how, you know, you were telling Paul that you were ready, and then Paul was like, "Oh, what do you mean? Are we ready for what?" So like, what were the indicators that gave you all the signs to say that, oh yeah, I'm ready for like both of you guys? Because I think Paul is also, you know, like thinking about like, oh, I'm waiting to be ready as well.
Well, he's like been ready.
Yeah, I was ready first for sure.
Yeah.
And you were telling me like all the times I would slip up and be like, because I thought
I was making him an omelet the other day, and he said none of my girlfriends like in the past, like none of my girlfriends have ever like cooked for me before, and I was like,
You're like, girlfriend.
I slipped up.
Oh no.
because like obviously that's like gonna be something that's like gonna come up eventually. Like I just
Yeah.
like needed time, but like he said like, yeah, none of my girlfriends, and I was like,
You just stopped making the omelet.
Girlfriends.
yeah, like
Relationship.
yeah, again, like any
Trigger.
no, literally, because that's a big no. Like you don't say that fucking word. That is a bad word.
It's taboo. Yeah. I was just saying that shit just like willy nilly.
Yeah. And then like we like took edibles last week together, and I was just like high as fuck in like my nonverbal like anti-social state, and he just like, you know, grabs me by the face and he looks at me and he goes, "I can see myself falling in love with you." And I was like,
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Yo, I say that shit with my chest. I was
Wow.
also like pretty
I'm
damn
gonna do it.
far into those edibles too. So
I was like, oh my gosh, thank
Falling.
you.
Like physically?
I was like, thank
Emotionally?
you. That's so sweet. Oh my, like this part in this scene is really funny in South Park. Like just changing the
Paul's
subject.
just all like,
Yeah, like so he's like been ready, and like he told like on Valentine's Day, that was like when we like had, and even after that, like when he sent me like a text message basically saying like I'm like, you know, completely like ready and, you know, shit like that. And I was just like, yeah, like I just kind of like need time, just because like again, like I've, you know, never been treated well, and usually like this is what I like, you know, like prefaced, I guess, with him was like, you know, the first thing that guys think of is like, oh, like she's never been treated well, like I'm cooked. But
Yeah.
like I'm trying to like, you know, leave my like any behaviors that I had to like, you know, acquire in the past. But yeah, since Valentine's Day, he's like been ready and has told me that he's ready. And then like after we got like, you know, after we fucked or whatever,
he said, I'm ready.
he said straight up, he was like, I'm exclusive to you. And I was like, I'm still gonna like need some time. Like, I don't want to like hold you back if you like you do meet other people. I don't want to like you to, you know, because I have no, it can be anywhere from like, it took 2 weeks. it could be anywhere from 2 weeks to like
3
fucking
months.
like 4, like however many months from now. Like I don't know when I'm gonna be ready. So if an opportunity comes up for you, like I don't want to hold you back. Like I still want to have you in my life, but like I don't want to, you know, I don't want you to like
miss out on opportunities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I could just reassure you this is like when Paulo knows something that he wants for sure, that's why he's going to stick with it. And that's how he's always been. So like you telling him that, he's going to take it. But like he's always been upfront with us. He's like,
yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm going to just be here.
Yeah. He responded and he was like, no, like I'm willing to wait for you. And I was like,
he's a man of his word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then,
and he doesn't mean to like say that and put like pressure on you in that sense, but it's more of like giving you reassurance.
Yeah, exactly. Because I made it
too.
clear to him, like I have no idea how long it's gonna take me, and like it's really like you know just as much as I do. So like
Right.
I don't want to like waste your time, and like you know you get like I don't want him to like end up in a situationship with me. You know what I mean? Because like I will never do that to somebody. Like that's no fucking brainer. Like I will never do that to someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then when I kind of realized I was ready, it was like, well, first of all, we established like he was like, just like let me know when you're ready or whatever. So then, you know, we start hanging out more. He's like coming over all the time, and then like
We've hung out like maybe every day like this week.
if we like definitely FaceTimed out every night if we weren't together. And so then what solidified it for me was the other night when he came over after I was like, you know, fucking exhausted after my shift. It was like 11:30 when he came over, and we stayed up. We just talked. No talk about feelings. No, like, you know, it was just us talking like usual. And then like the next day, like it was just like chill. And then I was like, you know what? Like I'm ready to say that I'm ready. And then that like, you know, scared part of my brain was like, no, don't say it right now. Don't say it right now. And then it would come up again. Like the next time we hung out and I was like, no, like I still feel like I shouldn't say it right now. Like I've been wanting to say it, but like there was still that part of me that was like, you know, what if? But yeah, then last night or just yesterday in general, I was like, I'm going to tell him today. And then last night we were just going to bed. And,
you know, just show. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fuck off, bro.
but like we were like
I know that show.
Yeah, you know.
like we were in his room for a while, but like we were like actually like going to bed. Or no. So before we started watching Pulp Fiction, I was like,
Oh, you guys were here?
yeah, we were in this very room.
We didn't do it.
No, in that
we
very
didn't-
chair.
we didn't do it.
actually.
I'm all like, I'm about black light. I'm like,
Oh my god.
like I just like fucking microscope into the chair. Like I
Patreon
see,
content.
Like, I'm all like, bro, what the fuck?
But no, I was showing.
Like mini Paulo's sweating around.
That's fucking insane.
I'm all like, y'all hear that? I'm all like, that. I'm like, someone turn off that light.
But we were watching Pulp Fiction, and like as the movie was starting, I was like, I've made it clear to him. I was like, after, you know, when we did edibles and he was like, you know, being super upfront about his feelings, I was like, I don't want you to like think that I don't like you. I'm just like, I get scared by talking about feelings. And so I have a lot of trouble with that. And so then last night I was just like gonna say it, but then I was like, I have something to tell you. And so like I just have to get like myself like going, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh shit, like about the movie? And I was like, oh no.
About the movie?
Yeah.
He's all like, you figured it out too?
When you recall it, I'm like, this is the ditziest I've been in a whole, like, in a
Dude,
fat minute.
literally, I was like, how how did you not fucking pick up on that? Like,
I thought you were gonna need like more time, so I was like, I wasn't thinking about it.
Anytime
we got sushi, it was
have
good
a crush
sushi
on somebody and like there's something going on like that, and they say, "I have something to tell you." What the fuck else could it be?
I legit.
Sometimes
It has
could be
been a
bad.
constant elephant in the room every time we hang out. How like?
And I never thought of it that way.
It's kind of ironic, like the one time he isn't ready for, or like
Right.
thinking about that conversation.
because every time I brought it up, it was like, oh, she still needs time. So I was just like, I wasn't in that headspace to be like, okay, she's ready. Like she's gonna be ready soon.
Right. So then I was like, no, it has nothing to do with the movie. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he like just didn't pry.
He's like, hey,
just
I got
like,
another theory
"Oh,
about this
okay."
part.
And he's like, whoa, what the fuck? And I'm like, you're not even gonna like try to like ask like what it is. That didn't come off as like ominous in like any
In my
type
head,
of way.
So, you're like, I have something to tell you.
And
my
he's
head.
like, oh, about the movie? And I'm like, it has nothing to do with the movie. And he's like, oh shit, like what the fuck? This is crazy. And I'm just
Like,
like,
bro, this part of the movie.
I sound like such
and
a
you're
dumbass
like,
in this.
It's kind of like a slow burn then.
no, yeah.
Uh,
Well, also, like, again, I have trouble talking about my feelings, so it was kind of nice because I thought that he like had an idea of what I was gonna say, and he didn't want to like put pressure on it or like you know, like he.
Nah, the motherfucker's
Really, in my
just
head, I'm like,
oblivious.
this
Zero
movie's fucking
thoughts.
crazy.
Yeah.
Zero thoughts. Like every other time,
Not a
On
like,
single
my
thought
side-
he
is mine.
analyzes it,
Right.
fucking in and out.
On my side, I was like, oh, he definitely fucking knows what I'm gonna say. He's just like, you know, waiting for me to be ready to say it because that's how it's been this entire time. But on his side, he genuinely, that wasn't an act. Like,
I was like watching Pulp Fiction. I was like, what the fuck? They killed Vincent? For what?
And then you just, all right, quit acting. You know what I'm gonna say. And he's all like, huh?
like not even. So 2.5 hours go by, and I was like, I still have that thing to tell you about. And he was like, oh, I thought you already told me. And I was like,
Because I thought it was like something she had already said about,
About
like,
the movie.
about the movie. And I was
you
like,
start tripping. You're like, wait, did I say
I
it?
actually explicitly told you that it has absolutely nothing to do with the movie.
yeah.
So it was the sushi then?
I don't
even remember.
I don't fucking know, but I like
every time you have something on your mind, you tell me right away.
right. So you wouldn't find
So I-
that sus.
So I thought you told me what it was already.
Well, when I say I have something to tell you,
yeah. I guess I was literally like,
It
I was being
went-
so.
in one ear and out the other, and so then I was like,
I'm surprised.
I was
like,
literally ready to say it, and then he goes, "I'm gonna go take a shower," and I was like, "Okay, sure,
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
yeah, that's fine, that's fine." So then I'm like, you know, laying on his bed, just like, you know, or I was laying right here, and I was just like, how am I gonna like? It's just like I'm just like getting like fucking anxious. I'm like, he definitely fucking knows. Like he definitely fucking knows.
You're
He's
texting me while I was showering because I was playing your music.
yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, I hear my playlist playing. Like, but I'm like, he definitely fucking knows. Whatever the fuck.
fucking comes out the shower with like flowers. He's like, I knew it.
Yeah, that's what I was
Damn.
expecting. But then, like,
Oh, he's like, hey, so what's good?
so then, this is where it gets really funny. We like go into his room and he puts on like the projector and like starts playing like what was the movie?
It was like a Train to Busan.
Yeah, he starts playing that, and then like, you know, started getting sex. Like I was ready. Like it was right then and there. I was ready to tell him, and then like it started getting sexy, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like still can't say it.
Sexy during Train to Busan is crazy, dog.
Oh, anything.
Slaughtering them.
It don't matter what's on the screen,
It doesn't
bro.
matter.
Oh my god.
But you know, it gets sexy or whatever, and then like, because again, I was ready to tell him, and at first I was like, do I like want to like have sex right now? Like I don't know. And then I was like, okay, yeah, like let's do this. So then afterwards, we're like, I was like, okay, like, you know, I still have that thing to tell you about. And he was like, what? And I was like, okay, like, I'm ready. And he goes, ready for what? And I was like, I'm ready. And he goes, okay, like, for what? Like,
Because in my head, I'm like,
you're ready to tell me what it was you were gonna tell me.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have to?
I literally was like,
Wait.
And I was like, motherfucker, I'm ready. And he goes, like ready. And I was like, yeah. And he was like ready. And I was like, yeah. And he was like you thought about this? And I was like, yeah, I've been thinking about it. And he was like you've actually thought about it?
Oh my god.
because I was like,
oh.
I was, yeah, I wasn't
He's
sure.
probably like thinking a whole bunch of different questions, like ready, like you.
I was legit like, Because she was like, I'm ready. I'm like, I'm ready to, yeah, you were going to tell me something. You're ready to tell me the thing.
She's all like ready
He's
to
like
go to
laying
bed.
like this. He's like, yeah, like you're ready. And he goes, and I was like,
I picked my head off the pillow. I was like,
he
Wait,
was like
what?
laying on his hand. And he goes, like, yes, like just like that.
Aww.
hey, fuck you guys. This is like,
Dang, so this is you guys' anniversary. This is your anniversary pod. This is like first.
oh my God. I'm just like, this is a lot.
It
It's
was-
a lot for me to process.
Can I say the funny thing that you said after?
Do you want it? Yeah, go ahead. Fuck it.
He goes, I just got right now.
That is such a Paulo thing to be saying.
No, like, I was.
I got so.
Hey, good day, dog. Good day.
But like
Yeah.
with the biggest smile.
Good day. Like, is a good day?
That's a good.
The
good
biggest
day.
smile on his face. He goes,
I thought you said like the biggest, like the biggest hard on you ever had.
I just got right now, and the most like the biggest smile on his face, and I was like I'm like pretty tired. I don't know if I want to fuck right now. He's like, no, like I'm not saying we have to fuck. Like I just got really excited, and I'm like, okay.
Also, the most. It was such a wholesome vibe.
So
for
wholesome,
the
like.
most weird thing.
It's
Yeah.
the weirdest wholesome thing.
And then he goes, can I ask you a question? And I was like, wait, hang on, no, like not yet. There's like, hang on, just wait, like,
Yeah, you.
He just want to ask the question right then and there. He's like,
yeah.
been ready.
No, and I shit you not, I went, hang on,
"Oh,
hang on, wait, like just give me a second.
Yeah.
And then he asked it, and I said yes, and I was just like, oh my god, what the fuck? And he goes, I have to introduce you to my friends tomorrow as my girlfriend.
Oh my gosh,
No,
Paul's like
that's
a little
fucking crazy,
baby.
bro. Because literally, like, I was with my girl before this, and I was all like, I wonder how, like, what he's gonna introduce her as. Because, like, I told, like, I was like, she don't like being called girl best friend. So, like,
But-
this is Athena. I'm all like,
This is my Athena.
oh.
This is Athena, this person that I just hang out with sometimes.
You
And,
know.
like, you know, but see, then, like, you say
Yeah.
occasionally, like, you know.
Yeah, but
And it's
then,
like,
oh my god, then today we were getting Dutch, or he was getting Dutch for me, and we pull up to like the window or whatever, and
He's
they're-
like, this is my girl.
What's up? This is my girlfriend.
she was like, oh, like, do you guys have any plans? Like, do you guys like, you know, what do you guys like have going on today? And he was like, we don't know yet. And she was like, oh, okay, like you're just playing it by ear. And like she goes away for a second. And he looks at me and he goes, like, is this where I tell her that you're my girlfriend? Like, do I tell them that you're my girlfriend?
This is my girlfriend.
Dog, I do the same shit, too.
This is my girlfriend.
This is my
I like
girlfriend.
her a lot.
Boyfriend. This is my pookie dookie.
This is my girlfriend. I made her my girlfriend last night.
Last white.
Crazy. I'm pretty excited about it.
So,
But yeah, that's how it happened.
all right. So we're nearing the end. Before we get to these last couple of questions, the fuck? Why my boss texting me? Get out of here.
That's so fucking.
Anyways,
I was literally there yesterday. Why do you want me to come into work
Why
again
are
today?
you so
called
obsessed with
I was
this?
literally there yesterday.
Anyways, do you have any questions for like? Well, I guess Paulo's included in this too. But do you have any questions for me and Soyo or Paulo?
I didn't think that far ahead. Honestly,
It's all good if you don't. It's all good if you don't. Because we could ask you this. Well, you already had your first impression of Paulo, and this is your first time meeting me and Soyo. And we always ask this to our guests: is like, what is your first impression of us?
I was definitely very nervous about meeting you guys, like, and also like just doing like a podcast in general because I've never like done that before. But like, I know like you guys have known each other for fucking ever, so like I'm not gonna have like a bad feeling about you guys. I've heard like so much about you guys and how like you guys have been trying to get him out of his shell too, and so I'm like, okay, like I knew,
Trying to get me to drink.
yeah.
Jokingly.
We gonna do that. We gonna do that.
I literally told him, I was like, I want to fucking be there for
In
the
fact,
first
matter of
time.
fact, you said it's your anniversary, right?
No,
Double take.
The fucking I knew this. Y'all were gonna team up on me.
but yeah, I knew like from like the stories and like in general that I was like gonna vibe with you guys. Like I haven't gotten to like watch like a full podcast. That makes I'm fake as fuck for that, but I
low-key read that shit. I said, damn.
Yeah.
I said NA. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been paying attention because I just like have something playing on my phone and I'm just like not even paying attention to it. Like if like on my days that I have off, I'm like smoking a bowl and chilling the fuck out for the entire day. I'm not doing anything. So like, I'd rather like watch one like while I'm like engaged, But yeah, I knew that I was like gonna vibe with you guys. Like from the clips that I have seen, you guys are really fucking funny. And yeah, like I don't know. It was like just all around like good vibes. Like I didn't have like I was, obviously like I'm anxious to like meet you guys. But, like I wasn't like, scared or like thinking like, oh, like they're not gonna like me or like I didn't have any like, negative, like feelings about it. Like I just I don't know. I guess I do have a question for you guys.
Okay.
When he first started telling you about me, like what was like your like how did you feel about that?
I was excited that Paul had someone he was actually genuinely interested in, because Paul is kind of, his life is pretty predictable. He keeps telling me that, and like he has a set routine, and he's gone to a point where he's like really jaded, because it's just like this is a whole different rabbit hole, but like Paulo's, the way he thinks, is makes him prone to seeing life in a more jaded aspect. So when I heard him talk about like, oh, he found someone that has potential and he finds really interesting, and there's a lot he can talk to her about, I was like, oh, this is a good change of pace for Paulo. So I'm glad that he was able to find someone like that, because all the people he's seen are like, he's like scroll through on Hinge, like boring as fuck, or like they don't have personalities, and
or they're fucking weird.
Yeah,
I mean, Paulo with Pelicans, bro.
Yeah,
I've heard.
Yeah, they're weird. For me per se, I definitely like. I try not to like get my excitement like overjudge. You know what I mean? Like I still was like trying to be like, not really devil's advocate, but like be real with Paulo and stuff, and like make sure that he knows what he's getting himself into. Cause like I've seen him like talk and like get bored, and also I've seen him like, waste his time. And I know like as his like brother and his like best friend, like I know he values his time. And I think like one of the things I was very upfront with him about was like, I just don't want you to like make it feel like you're wasting your time. And like if you're gonna wait, like you need to know like that you're choosing to wait and stuff like that. And like, well, and he told me like his side. I was like, all right, so like this is definitely like someone that I can see who makes you happy, and I'm gonna support that decision. And like if I recognize if that's what makes him happy, then I'm in support of you two together, rather not just selecting one side. But until like I see that, I'm gonna just make sure Paulo's real with himself.
100%. And like I've been from the beginning, like again, I haven't kept anything about my past a secret.
Yeah.
I like to be upfront and like, I don't like to waste people's time. I don't like to waste my time.
Right.
So yeah, I like to be realistic about it. And again, like I'm doing it the same thing for myself. Like, for all I know, he could be a fucking psycho, and you guys could.
That'd be like crazy.
For all I fucking know, like
yeah,
like not saying like you get what I'm saying. Like it's just, you gotta be careful out there.
You do gotta be careful. Yeah, but after hearing like how much Paulo has talked about you, and like because me and Paulo go to back and forth with like our relationships, and like we kind of go through like the same waves. Like me and him were like in our single era at the same time. We both went through like breakups around the same time. So like, because like my relationship's pretty new too, and like we're both going through this around the same time. So like we keep it real with each other. But then when we recognize like something is good, that's why like I had the reaction that I had when I first met you here, and he introduced you as like your girlfriend. Like I knew like I was genuinely happy for him, but also genuinely happy for like something new and something that I see has a lot of potential and is like good for both of you guys. So I guess that's like my general idea, like my first impression or like my thoughts.
Oh, this does bring up a question. So I'm kind of curious. Was it last week or a week? No, it was last week. We threw a surprise birthday party for a Christian's girl, and one of her friends had this impression of us that we were all fuckboys, or we all look like fuckboys. And it kind of got me shook because I was like, damn, do we really look like fuckboys to like just people in general? So I'm kind of, do we, I want to ask you the same thing. Do you see us like appearance wise, do we look like we're fuckboys or we're assholes or anything like that shows a red flag?
Well, since like I've already heard a lot about like you guys, it's hard for me to like, because I heard stories about you guys before I knew like what you looked like. So I guess like in that way I kind of already knew like what you were like, but I don't know how to explain it, but like guys that have like tattoos.
Here we go, bro. Height is height.
Piercings.
Wait, Paul's not pierced.
I'm chilling.
Wear rings.
I'm chilling.
No, like I don't know. I don't really like to judge people based off of like their, like just me personally. Like I don't speak for all women, but like for me personally, like I don't judge based off of like looks. Like I like sure like when I'm if it's like a customer that I'm serving, I'm like, oh, like I can tell this guy's a fucking like self-proclaimed like lady killer or whatever the fuck. But like
self-proclaimed lady killer.
Yeah, but like I only meet that person on a surface level and like I just never think about them again. But like again, I don't like to judge based off of looks just because like my initial like perception of what a fuckboy would look like a couple years ago versus like what I've experienced as like what is actually a fuckboy are two completely different things. So like I don't, looks can be very fucking deceiving. So I don't really like to pay any like mind to that,
That's real.
Satisfied.
I like that. These are the last three questions. Oh, I actually want to see this real quick. Powerpuff Girls, us three, which one?
I think she might have a different answer depending on like. Nah. Go ahead.
I feel like Paul hasn't told you this yet, has he?
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta be honest. I didn't watch Powerpuff Girls.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I asked. Yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Simon.
Fucking glasses. I knew it. Every single time. Damn, bro.
Every time, bro.
I just need to wear contacts. Bro.
Yeah, just wear contacts, big dog.
I like glasses.
You got it.
He said Simon.
No brainer. Simon.
Between Theodore and Alvin. You're like you usually like lead the podcast or whatever. So I guess like Alvin and like Theodore for like the comedic relief.
Christian gets Theodore.
I get it. I'm a big boy, okay? I'm a big bitch.
It's not like that. It's like
everyone says the same shit, bro. No, but it really is like that.
Well, because that's how like the setup is. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like you're just like a bit more quiet, like just like Simon is.
Like you got the glasses.
Yeah, like you crack the most jokes, which is what Theodore usually does, and then like you are usually the one leading the podcast. So I feel like it's pretty like
it's a layup.
Yeah,
as a layup,
it's pretty clear. Like,
dang. So it's either Alvin and the Chipmunks or Powerpuff Girls. That's our go-to question.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so these are the last little bit. Damn, bro, this is a long ass cast. Have fun, Paulo.
Sorry, Paulo.
She gonna be like sitting on the couch while you editing this. All right. So this is pretty much just this first question is for you, and then the last question is for the both of y'all. Do you want to ask the first one? This one.
Sure. Okay, so what is your fondest memory with Paulo so far?
It's that part of the podcast.
It's the wholesome ending.
Oh shit.
He's like, damn, that's your fondest
Damn.
memory?
That's your fondest one?
I just think about it a lot.
Oh no.
So that is the fondest one.
It's that one, huh?
He's like,
Okay.
so
It is
like-
that one, huh?
Yeah, but like in a more wholesome sense, I guess.
No, you just be upfront. Say it with your chest.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you can say it.
Can I say this?
If not, I'll cut it out.
Well, I just told you what it was.
Okay.
Get him out of
That's
his shell.
fine,
Say
fuck
it.
I'll say the wholesome version too.
Okay, you say both.
Okay.
Say both.
Let me think of the wholesome version. Oh, fuck.
There's a wholesome version. To
Okay.
this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have both of them. What do you want me to start with?
Wholesome and then the explicit.
Explicit.
Actually, wait. I think explicit would be funny, and then hear you try to say the wholesome. Go explicit.
Are you locked in?
Are
Locked
you
in.
locked
Is
the
that-
fuck
that's
in?
your answer?
Yeah,
Get ready.
because we might not even need the wholesome if you say the explicit.
Damn.
You got it.
You need a shot. You need a shot. Jesus Christ, dude. Take a shot for me.
So.
Do we have to hold hands for this?
You're about to hear about your boy. Like, he's getting open. Okay.
Okay.
I'm surprised he's letting me even tell you about this
Okay.
because this is even a stretch for me.
Did
But
you get pegged?
What the fuck?
okay, no, maybe I'm like just building it up too much now. But when like and you know, like every single time at this point, like we'd only like done like I was like, okay, like we gotta fucking like branch out, like we gotta switch it up. So I was like and in my room I have my closet is like a really big mirror.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, he was like, yeah. And I was like, we can like face the mirror if you want. And I'll just like say it really fast. Basically he like and then like grabs my like face like this and like leans me over and says yeah, that was
I said,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Fondest memory for sure.
Just because again, like
It shows the opposite
yeah.
contrast.
yeah.
Got you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And then I guess
wholesome.
would be number one would be last night when you got excited about me saying you were ready.
Oh, shit.
It's like you're like, okay, like for what? And I'm like I'm ready. And he goes, like it was, I don't know, like the genuine like shock in his face. Like I knew that I wasn't gonna get rejected, but like I was still like obviously nervous about it. But the way that he was like laying there, he's like ready for what? Like, okay, like you're ready, like okay, for what? Like you're ready? Like you're
Like the
ready?
switch up.
Like you're ready? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, are you like you've thought about this? Like you're sure? Like are you sure? And I was like, yeah.
Did that moment give you butterflies?
Yeah, I just like not necessarily like butterflies. It was just like a like I don't know. I've just never like had anybody like be like that excited about me.
What about when I asked you, like, can I ask you a question, though?
She said,
Because
Okay.
I literally and I usually like just act like, you know, like I just do this in my head. God, those like steps that I took are like hitting. I usually just like think like this in my head, but like I dead ass in the moment when like just hang out. Oh my god. Just like wait 1 second, okay? But yeah, it was just like really sweet because like again, like I've never like had anybody that like gets excited about me like that before. And like again, like relationship talk has always just been like a big no-no. and like not by my choice, but like just in the past has been a big no-no. So it was just like really nice for him to like get excited about me saying stuff about relationship stuff, you know, and like not have him get distant.
Yeah.
It's just like a, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like you still like me though? And afterwards I kept on asking him, I was like, are you sure? Like you can take it back if you want.
Yeah.
Like now's your time. Like you can take it back whenever you want. So
And I'm like, are you fucking tripping right now?
Like, you sure? Like, you still have like 2 more months. Like, we don't gotta do like prime delivery on this.
No, literally, because like again, like in the past, like when I told him like about like my most romantic situations, he was like, "That's it." Like I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like,
"You're like, isn't that really
like
romantic?
The most romantic thing that's ever happened to me was the bare minimum?" Like, what the fuck?
I was like, this is like the lowest low.
So honestly, he didn't have to do that much work to.
I mean, I still put in that fucking work.
Yeah, well, yeah, like, but he doesn't like have to do much, like, and I'm not like, it's not like a, you know, me talking like down about him. Like, he definitely like thinks these things out. He definitely thinks about me and like how, you know, certain things are gonna affect me. So like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like nice that he doesn't like hold back with it, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I don't have to hold back. That's a major thing, is like, I have the biggest fucking filter. And I was literally telling him earlier, I was like, dude, there's certain things that I keep on finding myself like in the past, whenever I'd be about to say it, I would be like, oh, like, don't fucking say that. Or like, if I did say it, I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't believe I just fucking said that.
Yeah.
But like now it's like, I can say that.
Like, be open with my emotions.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? I can like tell you that I like you or something. Like, what the fuck? Or like, I can, you know, like have these like romantic like moments with you. Like, what the fuck?
What's okay? Well, it says 3, but I'm gonna just do like, what's the one thing you look forward to the most? Hold on, let me reword this. What's one thing you look forward to doing with each other in the future?
Just one?
Just one. For time's sake. Because you guys are going to experience more things in the future anyway, so.
Just one thing.
Like the most exciting thing. Fucking.
That's not something
Different positions.
Right.
Different position.
I mean, like,
Christmas.
I'd say like one thing. I think we talked about this before, but like going on like road trips together and just like traveling and like just seeing new places like with each other.
Yeah.
I'd say like that's one of mine.
Drinking with them.
just one?
Just one. Oh, there's multiple?
Well, yeah, because like, again, I've never gotten treated well before, so I'm like new to this.
You gotta put in that work, dog.
Yes, sir. Always 100% all the time.
Maybe like the only thing that I can like think of is just like, obviously just like everything, but more specifically like, not that I'm gonna do this, but like the hard launch, like
Oh shit.
I don't know, just because like it's so exciting. Again, after all this fucking bullshit, it's like I finally broke the cycle.
And like showing off something that you're really
Exactly.
happy
And
of.
I guess like just in general, like I've broken the cycle. Like I'm just ready for like what it's like to do all the things that happen in a relationship without having to worry about like, oh, like it could literally end at any second, you know? So yeah, just I'm excited to get treated well and like
That's real.
not have to worry about it anymore.
That's real. Well, thanks for being on this flight
Thank you
today.
for having me.
We'll probably have you on future flights, but I think where I fucked up is when I put the timer on like stopwatch and not setting a timer for like an hour or something like that.
Oh yeah, you got that.
But yeah, you know, thank you guys for listening to this long ass episode. We don't know if we put it up into multiple parts. Make sure you tune in to next week's flight. Like and subscribe to the YouTube. Comment down below what you want to hear about next episode. Thank you again, Athena, for being our co-pilot.
Thank you for having me.
If you guys want to go, like, I don't know, do you want her Instagram on the bar? You follow you?
Her Instagram? No, don't put that on there.
No, you keep it.
I'm kidding. You can. I'll put it in the beacons.
It'll be in the beacons now, or you could say it.
Yeah.
It's Athena.justice on Instagram.
There you go. But yeah, bye guys.
Bye. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.